Now coming to next lecture, that is addressing modes of 8085. Right? Now we have seen in previous lecture we have seen the total instruction set. Now we have seen around 50 to 60 instructions, and those are classified into 5 different groups. Now first we have seen data transfer group of instruction. After that we have seen arithmetic group of instructions. Later we have seen logical group of instructions. Now after that we have seen branch control group of instructions. Under that we'll have conditional jump, unconditional jump, and we have conditional call, unconditional call, and similarly conditional return and unconditional return. After that we have seen return instruction. Now all those comes under your branch control group of instruction. Now after that we have seen stack instruction, IO instructions, input output instruction. Later we have seen machine control group of instruction. Right? Now totally we have seen around 50 to 60 instructions under instruction set of 8085. Right? Now coming to next lecture we will see about addressing modes of 8085. Right? Now under this we have 5 different types of addressing modes. One is immediate addressing mode, register addressing mode, register indirect addressing mode, and next we have implicit addressing mode. Right? Next we have implicit addressing mode, and next direct addressing mode. Right? All these we will see now. Right? We have 5 different types of addressing modes for your 8085. Now coming to 8086, right, which is a 16-bit microprocessor, there you can observe around 8 addressing modes. Right? Now these are the basic addressing modes. In addition to it, we will have 3 more addressing modes under your 8086 microprocessor, which is a 16-bit microprocessor. Right? Now first let us see the addressing modes of 8085. Now these are classified into 5 different groups. Let us see one by one. Right? Now what is mean by addressing mode? As I have said, now here we are discussing about the addressing modes of 8085. As I have said, now we have 5 different types of addressing modes for your 8085 microprocessor. Right? Now before going into its categories, that is different types of addressing modes, now let us see what is mean by addressing. Right? Now we have different instruction. Right? In previous lectures we have seen different instruction, and we have seen around 50 to 60 instruction. Right? Now some includes operation between. If you observe the instruction set of your 8085, now some includes the operation between a register to register, and some set of instructions includes a operation between register to immediate data or immediate data to register. Right? Now some includes operation between register and memory location. Right? We have seen these categories of instructions under your 8085. Right? Now coming to addressing mode, now the way of specifying the data. Right? We have seen different operations. That means we have seen different instructions in previous lectures. Right? Now that includes operation between a register to register, and some set of instructions includes a operation between register to memory location, and some includes a operation between a register and the immediate data that is specified within the instruction. Now these set of instructions, now what it includes, it is specifying the operation. Right? It is specifying the operation whether it is in between the register to register, or register to memory location, or register to immediate data. All these set of instruction whatever we have seen till now, now that includes operation. That means that operation may be either move operation or AND operation or OR operation, any operation, any arithmetic and logical operation. Now that operation is in between register to register, or register to memory location, or in between the register and the immediate data that is directly specified within the instruction. Right? Now these set of instruction, now whatever we have seen, these set of instruction will specify its operation. Right? Will specify its operation. That means that operation is in between register to register, or register to memory location, or register to immediate data. Whatever the instruction set we have seen till now, now that specifies the operation whether it is in between the register to register, or register to memory location, or register to immediate data that is specified within the instruction. Right? Now that specifying data to be operated by an instruction. Right? That specifying data to be operated by an instruction is nothing but your addressing mode. Right? Is nothing but your addressing mode. The way of specifying the data, to be operated by an instruction. That means we have seen set of instruction. right? We have seen around 50 to 60 instruction. Now all those set of instruction will specify its operation, either it is in between register to register, or register to memory location, or register to immediate data. The way how we are specifying, right, the way how we are specifying the data to be operated by an instruction, that is nothing but your addressing mode, right? Addressing mode is nothing but the way of specifying data, right, the way of specifying the data to be operated by an instruction, right? Addressing mode, what is mean by addressing mode? The way of specifying data to be operated by an instruction, right? This is the meaning of addressing mode, right? This is the meaning of addressing mode. The way of specifying data to be operated, right? Now specifying data to be operated by an instruction. Now what is mean by specifying data? That means you, by if I mention any instruction, now that operation, that any arithmetic and logical operation is in between register to register, or register to memory location, or register to immediate data. That specifying data, right, that specifying data by an instruction, right, that specifying data is nothing but whether it is in between register to register, operation is in between register to register, or register to memory location, or register to immediate data. That specifying data, and that specifying data is mentioned by your instruction. That is nothing but your addressing mode, right? Addressing mode is nothing but the way of specifying data to be operated by an instruction, right? Now if I give an example, now let us assume move, right? Now this is move is an instruction. Now this may be either in between two register, or this may be either in between a register to a memory location, that is 1234H, or this may be a move a 33H, immediate data, that is represented by hashtag, right? Now if you see this, I am giving an example. If you see the move instruction, now this move instruction, it may occur in between two register, right? Moving of the data between two register, or moving of the data from memory location to a register, or moving of the immediate data which is specified within the instruction to register A, right? This specifying data, we are specifying data in three different manners, right? How to operate, we are specifying this particular data in three different manners, that is register to register, register to memory location, and register to immediate data, right? Now this way of specifying data to be operated by an instruction is nothing but your addressing mode, right? Is nothing but your addressing mode. I will give an now we will see categories, right? Different categories of addressing mode. Then you will understand the meaning of what is meant by addressing mode, right? Now first category, we have 5 different types of addressing mode. One is immediate addressing mode, and next one is register addressing mode, and next one is direct addressing mode, and next one is indirect addressing mode, right? Direct addressing mode, indirect addressing mode, and the last one is implicit or implied addressing mode, right? Implicit or implied addressing mode, right? Now first let us see one by one. Now coming to first addressing mode is your immediate addressing mode, right? First addressing mode is immediate addressing mode. First addressing mode is immediate addressing mode, right? Now as I have said, what is mean by addressing mode? The way of specifying the data that is to be operated by an instruction, right? Now if you see this, now here this is nothing but source operand, right? If you see, I will give an example. Now consider move a comma hashtag 33H. Now what this instruction indicates, you are moving 33H immediate data that is directly specified within the instruction to register A, right? Now here this we call it as source operand, and this is your destination operand, right? Here this is your source operand. That source operand may be Either it may be immediate data, or it may be memory location, or it may be register, right? Now source operand, and this A is nothing but destination operand, right? Source operand and destination operand is nothing but you are moving a data, either it may be immediate data or data of the memory location or data from a particular register, right? You are moving the data to a particular register, the final register to which you are moving the data, that we call it as destination operand, right? Now here if you see this immediate addressing mode, now for the immediate addressing mode, the source operand is immediate data, right? For your immediate addressing mode, the source operand is immediate data, right? Now this comes under your which addressing mode? Immediate addressing mode, right? Now I can give another example. ANI and immediate data A comma hash 23H, right? Now what is this instruction? Includes your performing AND operation between the immediate data that is specified within the instruction and the data of accumulator register, and the result is stored under your accumulator register, right? Now whatever we have seen the instruction set, now the total instructions of your 8085 will fall under these 5 categories of addressing mode, right? Will fall under 5 categories of addressing mode, right? Now if the source operand is immediate data, right? If the source operand is immediate data, if any instruction, not only a move instruction, in any instruction of 8085 microprocessor, if the source operand is immediate data, now that particular instruction will come under your immediate addressing mode, right? That particular instruction will come under your immediate addressing mode, right? Now let us see next addressing mode, that is register addressing mode, right? Register addressing mode. Now we have to say me this register, right? Now I am taking an example, move A comma B, right? Move A comma B. Now what is the operation of this instruction? Contents of B are moved to accumulator register. Now what is B here? Source operand, right? B is your source operand and A is your destination register or destination operand, we call it as, right? A is your destination register or destination operand, right? Now coming to register addressing mode, in any instruction of 8085, right? In any instruction of 8085, if the source operand is register, right? If the source operand is register, now all those set of instruction will come under the category of register addressing mode, right? In any instruction, right? In any instruction of 8085, that may be either data transfer or arithmetic or logical or branch control group of instruction or stack instruction or IO instruction or machine control group of instruction. In this all set of instruction, in any instruction, if the source operand is register, right? If the source operand is register, now all the set of instruction will come under the category of register addressing, right? If you see these two different, next we will see 3 different addressing mode. Now if you see these 2 different addressing mode, here we are specifying the data, here we are specifying the source operand, right? Here we are specifying the data that is to be operated by an instruction, right? If you see this, here we are specifying the source operand, whether it is an immediate data or whether it is a register or whether it is a memory location or whether it is a memory location pointed by the register pair, right? All this we are specifying the data, right, in an instruction. Now that means how we are specifying the data, whether it is immediate data or whether it is a register or whether it is a memory location or whether it is a memory location pointed by the register pair, right? Like this we are specifying the data which is given in an instruction. That is nothing but your addressing mode is nothing but the way of specifying data to be operated by an instruction. That specifying data is nothing but your whether it is immediate data or whether it is register or whether it is memory location, right? Now this is about your register addressing mode. Now I will give another example. Another example. ORAR, right? Now here your R is nothing but any register of 8085. Now the contents of R and the contents of A. In between these two contents we are performing OR logical operation and the result is stored in A, right? Now we are specifying the source operand. Based on the source operand, whether it is immediate data or whether it is register or whether it is memory location, right? Now here we are specifying the data that is to be operated by an instruction. That is the meaning of your addressing mode. We have 5 different types. If the source operand is immediate data in any given instruction, that is nothing but immediate, that falls under the category of immediate addressing mode. Now coming to register addressing mode, if the source operand is a register, right? If the source operand is a register, now that comes under the category of register addressing mode, right? Now let us see the third addressing mode, right? Now let us see the third addressing mode. Now what is the third addressing mode we have? We have seen register addressing mode. Now coming to third addressing mode, that is direct addressing mode. Direct addressing mode, right? Now here we have seen source operand is immediate data, that comes under the category of immediate addressing mode. If the source operand is register, that comes under the category of register addressing mode. Now if the source operand is a memory location, right? What is the third category? If the source operand is a memory location, right? The memory location, if the source operand is a memory location in any given instruction set of 8085, right? We have seen different instruction. Now in any given instruction set of 8085, if the source operand is a memory location, if the source operand is a memory location, now that set of instruction will come under the category of direct addressing mode, right? That comes under the category of direct addressing mode. I will give an example. We have LDA address, right? We have LDA address, right? Now what is the meaning of this instruction? We are let LDA some address 1234H, right? Now whatever the memory location we have, now what is here? Memory source operand is memory location and destination is accumulate, right? Now the memory location will store some data. Now let us assume this is storing 32H, right? Now that 32H is moved to the accumulator, right? If you see this, the source operand is what? Memory location. In any given instruction, if the source operand is memory location, now that set of instruction will fall under the category of direct addressing mode, right? Now coming to, I will give another example, another instruction, right? Another instruction I can give ADCM. Another instruction ADCM, right? What is ADC? Add with carry. ADC is here, add with carry. Now where you are adding the contents of memory location. Now let us assume this contents is storing 12H. H is nothing but hexadecimal format. Now to this contents of memory location along with carry, right? We are adding with contents of accumulator and the result is stored in accumulator, right? ADCM, contents of accumulator are added with the contents of memory location along with carry and the result is stored in A, right? Now this also comes under the direct addressing mode because the source operand is what? Memory location, right? The source operand is memory location, right? Now coming to fourth addressing mode, that is indirect addressing mode. Fourth addressing mode is your indirect addressing mode, right? Indirect addressing mode, right? Now here coming to this category fourth addressing mode. Now in this one of the operand, right? I will give an example, right? First I will give an example. Instruction. Okay, LDAX RP. What is RP? Register pin, right? Now what is the meaning of this instruction? Now the accumulator is loaded with, right? Now RP will point some, register pair will point some memory location, that is 1639H, right? register pair will point some memory location, and this memory location will store some data, that is 0 to H, right? Now this is loaded to accumulator, right? This is loaded to accumulator. This is the meaning of the instruction I have said under data transfer group of instruction, right? Now indirectly you are specifying memory location, right? Indirectly. Why it is indirect? Because you are mentioning some register pair in the given instruction. Now that will point some memory location. Now that memory location will store some data. Now that is moved to accumulator by this instruction, right? Now here if you see the difference between these two instructions, now in this instruction directly we are mentioning the source operand as your memory location, right? If you see this addressing mode, now the source operand is your register pair. Now that register pair is pointing some memory location. Indirectly you are pointing memory location by register pair, right? We are not mentioning directly, we are not mentioning any memory location in a given instruction. You are mentioning the register pair. Now that is pointing a memory location because it is an indirect way, right? Indirect way. We are not mentioning directly memory location as a source operand. Here we are mentioning some register pair as a source operand. Now that register pair will point some memory location. Now that will store some data. Now that is moved to accumulator based on the operation, right? Now in this indirect addressing mode, right? Now one of the operand, right? One of the operand is nothing but a source operand is your register pair. Now that will point some memory location, right? Here in the indirect addressing mode, the source operand is the register pair. Now that is pointing register, that is pointing memory location, right? Since we are not mentioning memory location in a given instruction, indirectly we are pointing the memory location by a register pair. Now that's why the name given as indirect addressing mode, right? Now I will give another example, right? Another example I can give. Another example. You have only few indirect addressing mode, few set of instructions under indirect addressing mode. Next we'll have okay. Okay, you have STAX RP, right? STAX RP, right? Now here you are storing the reverse operation, right? Now RP will point some memory location 1, 2, 3, 4 H. Now to this you are moving the accumulator contents, right? Now indirectly you are specifying the memory location. Now here one of the operand is a register pair. Now that is pointing memory location, right? Since we are indirectly pointing a memory location by a register pair, that's why it is called indirect addressing mode, right? Now this is about your fourth addressing mode. Now coming to fifth addressing mode is your implied, right? Coming to fifth addressing mode is implied addressing mode. Implied or implicit we call it, right? Implied or implicit addressing mode, both are same, right? Coming to fifth addressing mode, that is implied or implicit addressing mode, right? Now this doesn't require any source or destination operand, right? We have seen some set of instruction. Now that doesn't include any source operand or any destination operand, right? Now all those set of instruction will come under the category of implied addressing mode. Now I will give an example. CMP. Now what is CMP? Right, we have CMP, and CMP, this comes under your logical group of instruction we have seen, right? CMP, not CMP, CMC. What is CMC? Complement carry flag, right? Complement carry flag. Now that complements the carry flag, whether it is 1, it is set to 0, complement, reversing, inverting, right? If the carry flag is 0, by this instruction it is set to 1. If the carry flag is 1, by this instruction it is set to 1. Now if you see this instruction, here we don't have any source operand or destination operand, right? Next we have RAL. rotate accumulator, right? Rotate accumulator. We have RAL, RAC, right? We have RAL, rotate accumulator left through carry, and next we have RAR, rotate accumulator right through carry, and next we have RLC, rotate accumulator left, and next we have RRC, that is rotate accumulator right. If you see this set of logical instruction, now here we don't have any source operand or destination operand, right? Now what is meant by implicit addressing mode? In this implicit addressing mode, we don't have, in a given instruction, we don't have any source operand or destination operand. Now that all those set of instruction will come under the category of implied or implicit addressing mode, right? Now this is about your 5 different addressing mode. Now let me explain briefly again. Now what is meant by addressing mode? The way of specifying data, right? The way of specifying data, that is nothing but you are specifying the source operand, right? You are specifying the source operand, whether it is a memory location, or whether it is a immediate data, or whether it is a register, or whether it is a register pair that is pointing some memory location, right? Here we are specifying the data, which is nothing but we are specifying the source operand that is given in an instruction. That is nothing but the addressing mode. Addressing mode is nothing but the way of specifying the source operand that is given in an instruction, right? Nothing but the way of specifying data that is to be operated by an instruction, right? Now addressing mode is nothing but here we are specifying the source operand in an given instruction, right? If the source operand is immediate data, now that set of instruction will come under the category of immediate addressing mode. If the source operand is a register, now that comes under the category of, that instruction will fall under the category of register addressing mode. Now if the source of operand is a memory location that is specified within the instruction, now that set of instruction will fall under the category of direct addressing mode. If the source operand is a register pair that is pointing some memory location, right? Now that comes under the category of indirect, because here we are pointing a memory location by the register pair, right? Directly we are not mentioning the memory location in a given instruction. We are pointing a memory location by a register pair indirect manner. That's why it is called indirect addressing mode, right? Now coming to implied or implicit addressing mode. Now here we don't have any source operand or destination operand. In a given instruction, we don't have any source operand or destination operand. Now that fall under the category of implied or implicit addressing mode. If you see the 5 different addressing mode, here we are specifying the addressing mode in a given instruction, right? Here we are specifying the specifying the source operand. Here we are specifying the source operand in a given instruction, right? If whether it is an immediate data, if the source operand is, whether it is an immediate data, or the source operand whether it is an register, or whether it is an memory location, or whether it is a memory location that is pointing by the register pair, or there is no source or destination operand, right? Now this is about your addressing modes of 8085, right? Here we are specifying the source operand in a given instruction, right? Here we are specifying the source operand in a given instruction. Now I will give you as assignment, right? Whatever the set of instructions we have, right? We have seen around 50 to 60 instruction. Now whatever the set of instructions we have, now you have to list out all those set of instruction. Now beside that you have to mention in which category of addressing mode that particular instruction will come, right? Whether it is, you have to write on the left side, you have to mention instruction. On the right side you have to mention whether that instruction will come under category of which addressing mode, right? Now that I will give you as assignment by today evening. Now we have to submit it by next week, right? You have to list out all the instructions on left side, and the right side you have to mention the addressing mode of that particular instruction, right? Now here ends your second unit. Only the programming part is left out. We will see in the next lecture, right? Now after coming to the third unit, you have interfacing part, right? Interfacing of your microprocessor or the microcontroller to different unit, that we call it as embedded, embedded together. First, before that you have to learn the programming part. After learning the programming part, you know, till now we have seen the instruction, right? Using this instruction you have to write the programming part. Now once you have learned the programming, next you have to interface your processor or the controller, basic processor or the basic controller, to your different output devices, and you have on that devices you have to write a programming for that particular application. Based on your application you have to write a program, and you have to dump that program into your hardware, right? Now we will see under your third unit that, right? Later I will start your lab programs also. Before that we will see the programming. Once you have learned the programming part, I will start your lab also. Around 11 experiments are there. 5 I will teach, 5 another ma'am will teach, right? Now first you have to, before going that, first you have to learn the programming part. That's why I have not started your lab part, right? By this week I will complete the programming part. From the next I will parallelly say your lab programming part, lab point, and parallelly I will say your teach, right? Now this is about your addressing modes of 8085, right? In next lecture we will see about the programming part, right? Thank you.